And with the years come forbearance. And with the years come waqar, not rushing. This is all that comes. With the years come a haiba, a certain amount of respect. But youth, they enter into all of those issues which are opposite. Rushing, being harsh, being brutal, not having any wisdom, not weighing the harms and the benefits of their action. This you don't find with the old men of maturity. So he said, these things that are with the youth, the sheikh or the older people are free from. So if you take your deen from the youth, then and enter into what they have entered into, they will destroy themselves and you will be destroyed. And this is related in Sharf Ashab al-Hadith. So is that his explanation of that narration? وَقَدْ جَاءَ عَنْ Ibn Mubarak, has become about Ibn Mubarak that the statement asagir means the people bitter. But like he says, in reality, the word asagir is a lafz am. It's a general term. So it includes those who the actual word is referred to, and it includes the meaning. In other words, it has two meanings. The meaning that you get originally when you hear something is saghir or asagir or huwa asghar minhu. Yani he's younger than him. You get that from the lafz, the wording immediately. And then if you understand from the ma'na that the asagir ahl al-bidah, then that's included also. So both those meanings are there. So it's upon the student of knowledge to go to the Ulamaa al-kibar, those who have a firm foothold, those who are well grounded in knowledge, especially as long as they exist. But the fact of having these older scholars and we don't go to them, this is total foolishness. We should go to those scholars that have been witnessed that they are upon khair and that they are on the straight minhaj. And if the kibar, the older ones, witness for someone that he has knowledge and you take from him, then there's no problem in that also. Ibn Masareen says, this ilm, this knowledge is a matter of deen. So look to who you take your deen from. This knowledge is a matter of deen. So look from who you take your deen from. إن هذا علم دينك فانظروا عمن تأخذون دينكم. Malik ibn Anas said, listen to the statement of Imam Malik. لَكَ أَدْرَكْتُ بِهَذَا الْبَلَدِ, I have met in this balad, yani Medina, many people who have virtues and who have salah, and he said mashayikh, and worship, and who are worshippers, and who relay things, but I have not taken one hadith from any of them. He says, why is that, O Abu Abdullaah, which was a kunya of Imam Malik? He says, because they did not know what they were in fact relating. They did not really have, they were not well grounded in knowledge. They were not well grounded in knowledge. Ibn Jama'ah says, it's upon the student of knowledge to look and to make his salat al-istikhara as to who he should take his knowledge from. And take his knowledge from the one who has good akhlaq, good morals and manners, and good adab. Because this will make this person a more ahliyan, someone who is the one you should take from. And this is something that should be known regarding this issue. So we have it that also usually the scholar is someone who's old in age. And taking what we have taken before, I hope the picture is starting to get clearer and clearer as to who are the scholars. Who are the scholars? And the statement of Ibn Jama'ah is nice. He said the person who you take from who has these good akhlaq and adab, and therefore he's of ahliyah, he is of a person of a level that you can take from, and his shafaqa has been shown, his gentleness and his mercy, and his muru'ah, his manhood, and you know of his chastity, and he is well known as someone to teach, and well known as someone who has understanding. So it is not for the student of knowledge to just look for the matter of knowledge without looking at the person's self-restraint or his deen, or the absence of him having beautiful character. No, he should look at that. He should strive to find a sheikh who has the uluma shar'iyya, the legislative knowledge, with those good characteristics that we have mentioned, and who has a grasp of most of the literature and most of the books and most of the matters that have been written, ittila', meaning that he reads a lot from those things and the things that have happened in his time, and that he has been with other scholars and is a companion of other scholars and is known to other scholars. This is very important. He has been with other scholars, is a companion of the scholars, and is known by other scholars. Qala Shafi'i, Imam Shafi'i Rahimullaah says, the one who just gets his fiqh from the books, then he will lose the legislation. Just getting fiqh from books. Go in the book yourself and open it up and come what may. This is not the way. Not to say that those brothers who read certain books and alhamdulillah, with the existence of cassette recorders and the like, we may have Ajrumiyya explained by Ibn Uthaymeen. We may have Qawaid Arba, Usul Thalatha, or Aqidah Wasatiyya, or Aqidah Tahawiyya, or Fatawa Hamawiyya, or whatever the case may be, explained, or Bulugh al-Maram. Then he uses that plus the Arabic language and reads the book, and he gets the sharh, explanation of the sheikh. And if he has any question, then alhamdulillah, he can pick up the phone, and he can, if he has the Arabic language, of course, then he can dial the number and ask the sheikh, did you mean this or whatever? Or if the sheikh himself is not alive, one of his students, did he mean this and that and whatever? This is not what he's talking about. He's talking about the guy who picks up the books and tries to go his own. How many times he's left upon his own, upon foolishness and upon bid'ah and upon that which is foolish. How many times that's the case? Qultu. And he's before I get to that statement of Shafi, we have a comment on the statement of Shafi, but nevertheless, the one who takes from this is a good way of putting it, the one who takes from the books, awraq, and he's saying not to take from them by themselves, but he should have suhbat al-mashayikh. He should be a companion of the mashayikh, and he should have some understanding. This shows the importance of taking knowledge from the scholars of our time. And how are we going to do this if we don't know who the scholars of our time are? Taking knowledge from the scholars of our time. How many of us have taped by these scholars of our time in their houses? How many? Most of us taped by preachers who are Muslims, or du'at, or people who can talk well, or so on and so forth. But how many of us have tapes or cassette tapes of the scholars of our time? This is how the Salaf Salih worked. They used to travel distances, long distances, to get knowledge from a particular scholar on a particular continent or a particular area. Look at Abu Ayyub al-Ansari traveling to Uqba ibn Amir in Egypt just to take one hadith that he heard from him, which is hadith of covering your brother's faults. He traveled a month's journey to hear that. Sa'id ibn Musayyib said, I used to travel night and day to get one hadith. He's talking about himself. I used to travel night and day to get one hadith. And here we have 9 volumes of Bukhari sitting on a shelf and Sahih Muslim. And we had to pick them up and blow the dust off of them. We say sunnah, 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 sunnah. But the sunnah is in one valley and we in another. Sunnah, and we don't never read Bukhari. Anta Sunni, and you never read Muslim. Anta Sunni, you don't even pick up Riyadh al-Salihin. Anta Sunni, and you never finish Bukhari. Anta Sunni, you never finish Sahih Muslim. What is this but madness? Qala Fawzan, Hafidhahullah, one of the great scholars of our time. He said, many of those who are trying to learn just read the books. and claim that that's a good way to get the knowledge. He said, and they don't benefit from the scholars but think that they don't need them. He said, هذا خطأ عظيم. This is a great mistake. And it leads to a great, great danger. Because every book besides the book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Messenger, has mistakes. It has that which is correct and that which is a mistake. It says that which is right and that which is wrong. And sometimes it has that which is good and that which is poison. So the one who is in the beginning stages of his knowledge, he's not able to distinguish. So therefore, it will be more harmful to him than benefit. He's not able to distinguish that which is beneficial from that which is harmful. Unless he goes to a mu'allim, a teacher who has some knowledge, who can show him what is correct in those books.